What's going on? I just forgot that I had the camera on already. I was like, okay, oh shit, the camera is on. Welcome aboard, everyone. How's everyone doing? Hope you guys can hear me. Usually we put the second song and then which is this one here, but today we're gonna do things a little bit differently. Welcome aboard, everyone. How's everyone doing? How's your weekend been? I know we missed the stream yesterday, but here we go, we're back at it again today. Hope all is well and everyone is and the music is repeating in there. Apologize for the big audio mashup in there. Yeah, audio 100%. Good. Welcome aboard. Let me see who's in the chat now. Ghost Rider 115, Captain K Pitakin, Line Bot, welcome aboard. Long time no see you. There we go. Mac Shadow, welcome aboard. Fiery Gamer 62, welcome aboard. How's everyone doing there? Vision, welcome aboard. X Concord, welcome aboard. Captain K Pitakin, Mr. Ace, Captain Bunch, welcome aboard. Next Generation Flight. What's up, twat? Welcome aboard. Bernard Perkins, hello. Valdemar VV, welcome aboard. Captain FR Aviation, welcome aboard. Charlie Checklist, welcome aboard. Yeah, I got a new haircut. That was it Sunday? I got it? I think Sunday, yeah. Alright, we are in beautiful Vancouver, in Canada. And we're going to be flying Sunwing 737-800, Sunwing 70. It's direct service to Daytona Beach. Welcome aboard, welcome aboard. Oh, what is that? Oh, we got PDC. Don't tell me we got PDC. No, it's not. What a bitch. It's spec. Mr. Flight Surgeon sent me a private message. He's flying a transatlantic route today. There we go. Yeah, this beautiful livery. Very simple. How was your weekend? Anything good? I know if you guys live in the US, there's a lot going on. Let's keep it real though. All right. Let me see if I can reduce some of the volumes here. This is something too loud. There you go. Environment. There we go. Welcome aboard, everyone. Ooh. Okay, so I had to ask you a question. It's the first time flying the ZIBO in a month, probably even longer than that. What is wrong with these screens? Why they look so weird? What is that pixel thing? It's like me using Paint. It's like me using Photoshop when I want to Photoshop myself in a picture. No, welcome aboard. Toronto is too heavy on FPS, but the scenery is beautiful. I agree. Toronto scenery is heavy on FPS. But what I'm actually worried about is I'm getting like a 35 FPS outside and then like a 20 inside. That's weird. Through Slimation, welcome aboard. India Virtual Aviation, welcome aboard. How are you doing, my friend? Long time no see you too. Long time see you one of your stream though. Well, you stream at a very different time, so it's very hard to get you. Hope all is well. Raphael YouTube, welcome aboard. You got 800 subs. Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks to you folks. Thanks to you. All right, so without further ado, we think we should just get ready to depart. That guy's still waiting for depart. There's a Copa over there. I think this guy's been doing that. It's been a while over there. So maybe do it before takeoff checklist. Oh, right. Oh, I need to set up some of the view because I updated the thing. So okay, let me close some of the things I don't need anymore because it's definitely hurting my frames. Close this guy, have it here. Okay, who got the notification today? I finally got one notification. Like I usually don't get notifications, but who got the notification finally today? Because for the video. Wow, my frames are horrendous today. Yeah, great, good to know. What is that? Oh, it's Toronto. It's Toronto. Okay. Do we have ATC? No, we don't. I don't think so. I don't think we do. We're at DC Center, but that's it. Alright, without further ado, let's get this thing rolling. Let me set the views first. 1, 2, and then we go to this side. Oh, I didn't know that he got a tablet too now. Oh, well. Well, that would be unfair, right? Okay, then let's get the fifth view. I like to have it. I like this view so I can turn on the lights without getting out. There we go. Yeah, with individual aviation we're not doing the catching thing. No. Well, this developer needs to calm the fuck down a little bit on their updates. I can't deal with that. There are too many. It's just like not feasible. Why don't you just spend maybe a month and just boom, release a plane that has no issues, right? Instead of having us keep changing stuff and then mismatching things and then having errors over there and over here. I dare you swear 5 times. I don't need to do that. I just be myself, my friend. That's it. I don't need to do that on purpose. We don't play that game over here. Actually, let me change this view to this one. Okay. An MCP panel. I'll have an MCP panel over here. Number 2. Okay. Let me see the radio stack. Radio stack and pedestal. There you go. Let me see who else missed any messages. Vancouver, are you drunk again? I've never been drunk, Valdemar. I don't know what you're talking about. You look sharp with the haircut. Thank you, appreciate it. Now let's go ahead with the FMS. There you go. Performance in it. We have to check. Okay. Okay, let's see. Flight plan. I don't know about that 26. We can put it out. Let's put 26 and we might increase it in case we need it more. 12, 13, 4, 13, 5, 13, 5, okay, 13, 5, 14, 15, yeah, okay. Approximately. Okay. 263,036. 263,036. Okay. Oh, the daily video. All lives matter, my ass. Completely disagree with that statement, my friend. You know, all lives matter when also black lives matter. After 401 years of white people dominating black people in this country, when this country bears their economy and their society, this country is great because on the back of the slaves, okay? 400 years of slavery, then they have 67 years of freedom, where they had to come back from 400 years of slavery. So of course they live in a very bad conditions, they have a very bad neighborhood, and the criminal level is higher. Of course, you know why? 400 years of slavery. Then once the black people are respected the way white people are, not because they have money, but because even if they live in a poor condition, they should be respected the same white person that lives in a very bad condition. Trust me, man. I lived in Europe, I live now in the United States. I can tell the difference, okay? Then at that point, you can tell me all lives matter. But until then, all lives don't matter, because the Black Lives Matter are not included. Black people are not included in all lives matter. So you can go ahead, dislike, unfriend me, and do whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a damn fuck. There you go, this is the moment I swear, because fuck you. There we go. All lives matter. So you're saying only certain lives matter? No, I'm saying everyone's lives matter, but your sentence is not true. Okay, your sentence is not true unless black people's lives are up. You live in a white neighborhood, having a nice life. You're not getting shot. Right now we have a protest right here in front of us, and there's so many cops for kids having signs on. I don't know what that. So shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up. Your thing doesn't make any sense, and I'm sorry. I'm not getting political. This is not politics. This is about being human beings, okay? If you want to go against all lives matter, Black Lives Matter, by coming out with all lives matter bullshit, you can leave the channel right now. I'm okay to come back to 799 subscribers, but at least Vision, this is another thing. I think you are another one that can unsubscribe from me if you want. I don't give a damn. Riots are not okay. Riots are not from protest. Okay, rioters are rioters, protesters are protesters. So don't mix the two up. And also, I have some videos of police also breaking stuff, just like cameras from TV channels. So you might want to think that infiltrated cops in between. So you might want to think about that, my friend. No, let's get this plane started, then we can talk about this, okay? Then we can talk about this whenever you want. You know, we have a YouTube channel, and this is also a thing that a lot of people have to you know, have to understand. We are on YouTube. When our media, okay, when we talk about media like CNN, Fox News, they are fucking manipulating us right now, okay? So they're so heavily censored. We have journalists getting shot at, journalists getting arrested recording this stuff, okay? So YouTube is the only way where they cannot freaking arrest me. I can say my word without getting censored. So don't try to stop me. I know this is an aviation channel, but it's also my way to spread the word, spread my word. So shots fired, shots fired. Here we go. It's AvioMan. Let me see. It's no joke. 400 years of slavery, so you can take a couple targets and shops being burned. When for 400 years, even more, people are being looted of their lives. Black people being looted from their lives. So can't get your milk because the store is closed. Oh, that's sorry. That sucks. Imagine 400 years of slavery. When you, yeah, we can talk about this anytime. Alright, let's get this thing started before I get me. This is Asian. Charlie Checklist. You keep getting wrong, my friend. Charlie Checklist, you're saying stuff wrong because you're being manipulated by people. Alright, let's get this thing started. I knew this was going to come. I knew some people would be very upset. Because you don't understand, because people are dumb, don't understand that riots are riots, protests are protests. You You know, when Martin Luther King died, how many riots came up after that? And that's how you get that lovely piece of work that gave more of extra liberties and freedom to black people. Remember that. I mean, I'm not condemning riots because I think it's wrong, but also need to understand why it's happening, okay? Police brutality is police brutality, black or white, whatever, too. That's true. But here we also have a Black Lives Matter issue. So, if you don't like that banner over there, it's my channel. I do whatever I want. You can get the fuck out of this channel easily. You can watch Captain Canada and other channels and see that everything is nice and colorful and peaceful in the world when it's not. So this is, in this channel we talk facts and we talk real shit, man. Let's go to Daytona Beach. Alright, so we got this, got that thing up. Alright, there you go, 380. I got pulled over fucking 3 times in my own neighborhood. 3 times in the last few months, okay? One time was on my own driveway, and you know why? What they said? They said that I don't look like someone that would live in this neighborhood. Okay, good. Cop is still working, by the way, the sheriff, so... Alright, you know... I love when white people say all lives matter because they never have been through the real problem and real struggle. Alright, so we got that information's in. I'm curious to know how many... Oh, we got 1 dislike. Okay, it must be someone that really... Must be a white person here that didn't like what I said. Like Karen. So we can say 380, but I don't understand why is it given. Let me increase the... let's do 100, okay. 99. I might be able to do something now. Okay. Oh, okay, I see. 360 is initial, probably. Yeah, no, it's 370. Let's do 370. And then yeah, well, it doesn't make sense what scene brief is giving me, so 370 and then we'll climb to right, which is weird. Let's see, 360. Let's do 360, that's fine. Okay, now deviation is -3 there. We said it was -50, the average. Okay, we're gonna derate 25 degrees. No, hold on. Is that 48 probably? There you go. Winds over here. What are the winds? xEnviro, give me the winds. And I'm sorry if I get very, very problematic here, but you know, it is what it is. But I'm not getting censored by a bunch of white rich kids. So, you know, which don't understand the struggle of people like me and other. Okay, actually not even me, because my struggle at the end is just someone telling me you don't look like someone who live in this neighborhood, or they will tell me assalamu alaikum when they see me, or when they ask for meat they will tell you, oh, it's pork, you cannot have it, you know, these things, or if they ask me if I'm Paki, or you know, other very bad words. But you know, and not getting shot. Yeah, you can support. I mean, you can support the wrong things. I don't. That's your opinion, Xvision. It just I don't understand why when black people can't not when black people fight for their freedom, for their lives, why people have to intervene and say no, all lives matter. But when for 400 years and until now, people don't give a damn fuck about black people. So, yep. But you know, that's also because we have a president that instead of, you know, that's calling people thugs instead of understanding what the problems are. There we go. Alright, there we go. You know, it sucks because you have a brown guy here, an immigrant here, and a gay pilot all together that is on YouTube, and the moment he put Black Lives Matter, that becomes the issue. There we go. Menu FMC again, pause it in it. Route, takeoff. Let me try to get the speeds. How do I get this? Oh, hold on. I know why. 165. Why my V speeds? Oh, do I need to do it on the tablet? Is that what? Okay, let me see. I'm Dimitri. You said something. Haircut looks fine. Well, thank you. Alright, let me see. You have to update 3 for best ZIBO version to date. ZIBO himself and his team to the ringer yesterday over Skymath Extreme and it performed amazingly. Oh really? Okay, I'll have to check. You derated too much. Did I? How much? I thought I put 45. How much did I do? How much did I put? Oh. How much should I put? Oh, 65? Oh hell no. 40, let's do 48. Let me see. There we go, you're right. What time is it? Okay, we should be leaving in about a few minutes now.
Good morning, folks from the flight deck. Get your captain for the ride. It looks like it should be pretty good. So we're planning on a smooth ride. Get you there as soon as we can and as safe as we can. We'll talk to you once we get airborne. Welcome over.
Oh well, that door has to be open still. Oh, why I turned it off? Okay. Ground handling. See you. Daytona 06, welcome aboard. I'll be out with the processor, but unfortunately under COVID quarantine. Yeah. Well, no, I'm going tomorrow. I'm going tomorrow with my signs. And, you know, it's funny. There's the whole world like protesting, you know, against what's going on in you know, pro Floyd, and in America there's people who are more concerned about a target being, you know, burned down rather than people's lives that daily get. Did you see the kid that got sniped by the cops, or the CNN reporter who got arrested together with his crew that was standing peacefully and recording live television, or the reporter that got shot with rubber bullet by the cops on live television? So yeah, sucks, right? But that's what we're here for. We're here to talk about the problems and try to change people's mind if we can. Trying to let them know that white privilege is a thing. They don't admit the cops here. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad, my friend. It's very sad. Alright, so we got everything we need right now. ATC did not pop up yet. 258, we should... Ooh, there's a... What is that? QF? Oh, that's Copa. I finally departed. Okay. Canada. Derek Chauvin is a bastard, needs to be punished for what he did to that poor man and his family. I agree. I totally agree, my friend. A lot of people went unpunished during the several years that this democracy has been alive. Okay. Too many people went unpunished, unfortunately. Oh, here we go. Now that's the one. 2962. Wow, that's quite low. Let's see. Let me see. Do I have configuration general sync? Also, there we go. Should give it right. There we go. 2962. Oh, here we go. What weather plugin is this? This is an xEnviro next generation flight. Alright, so I think we're good. APU start. We should start the APU earlier than that. Okay. This means the doors are open? Is that what it means? Oh yeah, that means the doors are open instead. I thought I closed them. Oh, I see now. It should be alright. APU starting. Geek, hello, welcome aboard. How are you doing? 2020 is the worst so far. We have the virus now, this thing, and winter, we don't know, maybe, I don't know, man. Maybe Goku will come and save us with the Dragon Balls. Flight X, welcome aboard. How are you doing today, sir? Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Alright, so we got the information we need. 200, we'll keep it, and we also turn on the transponder. Let me see. I just put it on right now. Will we forget? And we do have an APU on. APU on. APU bleed can come on.
Traffic WestJet 4600, establish on the islands, approach runway 33 right.
This is where it gets interesting because we are right on here, so I believe I can just push back like this, right? Oh, okay. I thought it would be much more complicated.
Cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready. Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Yeah, when January 2021 becomes, we speak not 2020. I agree. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you leave us a like and a subscribe, or a dislike and a subscribe, or none of them, or all of the above, whatever you guys want to do. We're glad to have you on board, my friend. Thank you so much for flying with friends. Here you go. Yeah, Toronto is really bad on frames. Okay, we are just 5 minutes late. One thing I need to do is probably disconnect the... Oh, what is this thing?
All
Hold
doors
on.
and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
There you go, that's right.
WestJet 4600 on final runway 33 right. Clear some traffic.
Peely UK, yes. So we can finally follow you.
Go traffic, Air Canada 477 on final for runway 33 left. 33 left.
By the way, now we left the other door.
And bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Let's see. Captain Gio, welcome back. Can you be a leader for once? I know, right? And I follow you, and then you're super slow. I follow Spag, and he cannot climb over the mountain. Thank you for flying Sunwings, and we're flying to Daytona Beach. If you question the pilot, you'll be asked to leave. If I make sure. Oh Lord. And we got the WestJet over there on final. Is that crosswind or is just hovering? I think it's hovering. Okay, it's time to. Oh, red beacon lights. We never did that. Backs off. Backs off. Okay, we starting engine number 2 on guard.
Boarding is now complete. Flight attendants prepare the cabins. Verify arm door standby for all calls.
Love the ultra wide. That actually is pretty dope.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Captain Gio. I know, right? I know, right? That explains. Unfortunately, you have to understand that the aviation industry is filled with big ups, conservative, you know, and entitled people, just because it's very expensive, the aviation field. So it is the flight simulation community is very expensive. Everything that is related to aviation is very expensive. So you're filled and packed in all communities with people who think they're entitled, you know, and they have everything given to them for their lives. That's why, you know, we always have some troubles like this. All lives does matter, but includes, yeah, I always say all lives will matter when Black Lives Matter will matter too. That's my opinion, my friend. And I'm brown, and I'm black.
Stand by.
So very good. Over here. All lives matter message implies that the black people's lives matter as much as everyone else. That is technically true, but it's the context of Black Lives Matter movement. It's, yeah, exactly. Like when they came out with the Blue Lives Matter. Okay, I'm okay with the thin blue line. I'm not okay with the Blue Lives Matter, because the Blue Lives Matter is a movement that basically came up almost against the Black Lives Matter movement. So there's a lot of things that we don't know. Us kids too don't know, because everything has been taught from my parents can be very biased. It can be on one side or the other, and
tow is disconnected and bypass pin has
hot start
removed.
Almost.
Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time, and have a great flight.
Current to Pearson traffic, WestJet 4600, runway vacated.
You know. And then there's DJT saying that radical left is causing it. Yeah, sure. Fly Live is off? How come? Is it not coming? Oh, that's interesting. I just loaded it too. Let me try again. Okay, now it should be up. There you go. I don't know why it says the Delta thing instead of... Did you see the shirts NYPD wearing? It said I can't breathe. Yeah, I saw that. We're not saying that there's bad car. We're not saying. Okay, I will talk about that once we get up in the air. Okay, let's get up in the air. Otherwise, we'll never leave. All right. So, anyways, we're done. Yeah, we'll talk about maybe later. Let's move once we get up in the air. All right. Parking brakes are off. Okay. Oh, you know what, folks? We did not do something very, very crucial. Well, we never knew which runway to take. First of all. So it feels like they're using this runway. Oh, it's been a while. Okay, no, that's the WestJet there. I think I'll use 24 for departure. Okay, no, yeah, 24. That's 24. Hold on, that's pretty much. Two, 5. Make sure to do the clock so know how long the flight for these dumb robots. Okay. Alright, so let me see which runway we should be taking. Anyone knows which one is the active over here? I was trying to get to runway 24 right. I think I'll use 2 for right. Let's see. What did Sidberg give me? Either you said
Traffic 33 left, vacated. Air Canada 477.
33 right. Maybe use 33 right. We'll use 33 right. We'll use 33 right, and the departure is the Batis 2. Okay, IRA transition. Okay, we're all done here. Legs, double checking again. Alright, no, there we go. Initial ref. Alright, good to go. Toronto traffic, Sunwing 70, boys said 37800, will be taxiing to runway 33, right for departure. Toronto traffic. There's a lot of power we put in there. Because we're late. There's traffic over there departing. I don't know. Are they using? Maybe they're using that one for departure. Guessing they're using that one for departures. Yeah, maybe. Let me change it now. Let's see if I can do 2-4 right.
Contact ATC.
Oh, shut up.
Request takeoff clearance.
Okay, we'll have to do one more try to take off speeds. 45. Alright, everything's good. We're off the ramp. Let's start the other timer. Here we go. Toronto traffic, Sunwing 70 change of runway will be taxiing to runway 24 right, Toronto traffic. Oh. We couldn't get out there, but it's okay. Phoenix, the graphics are bad. This is Toronto, my friend. Toronto has a really bad FPS. And someone else. You said Sunwings? Oh shit. Yeah, I said Sunwings. Here we go. This is what happens, right? After 3 years, save your money for a PC, can run explain I can finally order one. Yeah, good job, man. They're going pretty damn fast. Yeah, no, the graphics don't look bad. It's just the frames are a little bit low. I'm having 24, 25 right now. See, the moment I get off the ramp, I get higher frames, so that's better. Plus, I'm not running 30 FPS, 60 FPS, sorry. So I'm not running the stream at 60 hertz for the reason that I don't see it right now. I can do it with the connection I actually have. So we'll have to wait for that. Taxi lights can come off since we're off the ramp. Okay, going pretty fast, huh? I'll take Charlie. I know this is a bit fast taxi, but I always want to get off the ground quickly. No, you heard wrong, Flight X. They're not burning down the buildings, okay? The media loves to say that. There's the very first night there was a lot of clashes, but there's a few, you know, there's a few people who are not there to protest, but they're just there to make, you know, just make chaos. There's a few people also. Well, you saw pictures. I live here, Flight X. You don't want to know better than me? Go ahead. No, I know. I understand. But there's a lot of misinformation, my friend. Okay. Now, this is what it is. There's also a lot of infiltration inside the protesters. They've seen cops destroying like cars, vehicle. There've been people infiltrated into the protests, trying to make it worse, you know, telling people to, you know, just do some bad things. And there's videos and pictures of these things. The government will do. I knew the CNN was not telling the truth. Yeah, because they arrested the reporters from CNN. What are you talking about that? Let me see, we have to go all the way down. Oh really? What do I have? But this key is so beautiful though. Well, it's not raining right now, so I don't...
Contact ATC. Request takeoff clearance.
How can I get rid of this? Yeah. Yeah, that, like Vision says, there's a lot of misinformation. Fox News is putting out a lot of misinformation out there, so, and you guys know who Fox News is basically backing up, so yeah, you're right, I'm getting much more frames. What's the other thing I have to do? And in your NVIDIA control panel settings, set thread optimization on, it was 10. Okay, cool. Yeah, Fox News is BS. I knew Fox News was telling the truth. Oh, he's another troll. 5X, get the fuck out of my channel right now. I'm just kidding. Bro, Fox News doesn't tell you the truth. Stay in the channel, but don't. Fox News does not tell you the truth, bro. Oh lord, oh lord. Cabin crew, please be seated for departure. Toronto traffic, Sunwings, 70.737-800 will be departing runway 24 right. Toronto traffic. There we go. Left and right are clear. Lights on. Bum bum. Taxi
Approaching.
off.
2-4 right.
Contact ATC. Request takeoff clearance.
Shut the fuck up. Why this thing does not go away? X checklist. How can I get rid of that? Fuck the police. No, I wouldn't say fuck the police at all. No. Not against police. We're against police brutality. That's what we are against of. Clock. Yeah, Raphael. We'll turn on the clock once we are aligned with the runway. I'm happy that you're talking about the situation in the US. Facebook, as I see on YouTube.
Runway,
Where would you,
2-4
man?
right.
Disable the plugin. We'll disable that shit because police are not amazing. They're normal people like us, like you and me. And they are not just humans, bro. When they do like this, though, don't say, "Oh, he killed them." That's just people. Okay, I think the clock is on, right? Yeah, I think it's on. All right, so we got everything. If the police does their job correctly, then they're amazing. When they don't do, then they're fucked up, bro. Let's put 380 because that's the final one. Check flaps configuration. Yeah, I knew it. One flaps was not missing.
Okay, the cabin is.
There you go. Toga. Aerodynamical steering, tear off.
knots.
Knots, flight control neutral. V1 rotate.
Landing gear lever, up. Done. Left and right wiper, park position, max 200 kts.
400.
How do I remove this shit?
$1,000.
Oh, we'll see later. Alright, no, thank you. Ooh, it's gusty. Okay, menu, no, oops, route, flags. Is it cloud art? No, there's no cloud art. Unfortunately, by the way, the scenery for Toronto kills my Ortho, so who made this scenery? Someone that did not know what performance would be. What performance is. Okay, I saw your message. Let me do this. X-check the plugin admin. Let's remove stuff we don't need later. Like we don't need that. We don't need any of this. Next check. There we go. Look at that. So much stuff that we had to get rid of. We don't need any of this. There we go. You have to put the global art Toronto match folder below your orthos in the. Then you will have orthos back. Yes, but then I won't get the the curvature of that runway where we departed from. Actually, it's pretty dope. Don't worry, we'll gain ortho later. Yeah. What's happening because I'm from South Africa. South Africa, interesting country. I thought you would know over there what's the situation, man. You're from South Africa? So you should know. What do they do over here? True simulation, hello again. Welcome aboard. They made this scenery, I got confused between cloud art and global art. Oh, okay, no, I bet you meant global art. Okay. Let me see. This is, I can tell you because you're getting 20 FPS, so which specs you have. Yeah, it is very, now I'm back to 38, so, which is fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we climb to our cruise altitude.
There we go. There we go. Let me do one thing here. I like to have this panel a little bit lit up. There you go. We can lit up the other panels too. How do I remove this? I don't remember. There you go. So you guys know how to fix this thing where they have, look at these pixels, like look like broken pixels. Like look like me trying to paint this on paint. So. But yeah, let me bring this. I think this should be up here. Okay, I'm testing my mic a little bit, the gain, because it's been a little bit weird these days. Okay, let me see. Breaking news, there's a freaking curfew, god damn it. That's fine. They will put a curfew. You stay home, be good. This will be over once the authority will finally listen to these voices. Yeah. With the F word, calm down. Yeah, I know I say a lot, maybe, but keep it down in the chat. I'll do this promise. I'll try not to use any F-bombs, okay, for a while. Which is not very easy, but especially when you guys have to understand me. I am very passionate about human rights and human rights violation. I'm a big activist of Human Rights Watch. I'm not with Amnesty International because I think they are the biggest crooks, but I'm with my own. I just like love learning a lot about human rights violations because I want to make the place I live a better place. Okay, so by learning from mistakes from other countries, I try to make my country better. So check DM when you have some chance. Okay, let me see. Oh, got a lot of DMs. We can't see. You cannot see it? Really? It's filed. I filed it. Unless I'm connected as with a different call sign as. No, it's WG70. Double check. WG70. We're going fantastic.
Altimeter setting.
Oof, okay. Okie dokie. Okay, I'm hold on, Charlie. I'm gonna read your message in a bit, but I think I know what you. I understand what you meant, but the context was yeah. My flight plan has been filed. I'm gonna be flying over DC Center, which is on 13372, probably with 13372. And Atlanta might be actually flying over Atlanta instead of DC. My PC is supposed to be here today, but it's been delayed for 3 days so far. Surprised with the topic the stream only has 2 dislikes. People are smart. That's why, probably. You know. And I'm gonna come to that reason why I put it out, okay? And you just have to bear with me a minute. I'm trying to do other things here. Anyone know around what frames are we getting with the nice 99 F27 Super? A little bit higher than mine. You should be good. 20 with the Super, you should probably get a little bit higher than mine. But again, I have a lot. I'm streaming too, and a lot of stuff in my background running, so that will not help. But let me see. No, man, you understand. Okay, now, Charlie, I read your message. Let me be clear, okay? I think you guys got the wrong message out there. I do not support and condemn violence, okay? Now, you know, not supporting, okay, and that's pretty obvious, okay? We don't want violence, none of us, okay? Not even Floyd, not even Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter doesn't believe in violence, and that's been clearly stated on various occasions that they do not support violence, okay? Somehow media likes to depict them as a violent group, okay? Now, this is what it is. I do not support violence, but I do understand why it's happening. When people get frustrated, this is the reaction. When people get angry, this is the reaction, right? If someone punches you in the face, are you gonna go back with him with a sign saying, "Don't touch me," or you gonna punch back, right? Even the Pope, the actual Catholic Pope right now, in the Roman Catholic Pope, he said in a very clear way, in a very nice interview, said, if someone, if the I think it was there was a cardinal next to him, and he was talking to the TV, to the journalist there, and he said in an interview, said, if my dear friend cardinal here says something bad about my mom, I'm gonna slap him in the face. It's not that he's gonna do it, okay? We'll not say that His Eminence, the Pope, will not definitely do that. But it's a clear message. He's telling you, expect a reaction. People will react to this, okay? And this is the reaction. Now, the very first day of the riots and everything, yes, there were a lot of people rioting, okay. Burning down a police station, to be honest, I don't care. I don't care, because the governments have money, they can rebuild that, and this is an anger against the police brutality. See, burning down Target, it's something I might, not agree with, because I don't care. Like, why Target doesn't really have to do with anything. Even though it looks like the very first Target that has been burned down, the reason why they burned down, because the white manager in that store was not selling milk to protesters, because they were using milk to, clean their eyes and to avoid, the tear gas. So then people went to rob the milk because they were not selling it to them. And that's the whole thing started and degenerated. So there's stories like this. We need to pay attention what media tells us, okay? Now, there's videos of cops. Okay, yeah, I think I can even, at this point, people don't believe until they see, right? And this is from a news helicopter. Now, you have to help me out and tell me what you guys see, if you see what I see too, okay? Let me see. Let me see if I can bring this one up. I'm not gonna show, I'm not gonna put the audio out, but you guys help me out, okay? And tell me what you guys see here, for example. This is a bunch of police officers, right? In LA. Look at this. That's not a protester. He's not a protester. That's a parked car. Now, are the police officers the only one who can show anger on a car? Or what are they actually doing here? I mean, what I see it as is a cop smashing down a car so they can blame, oh, look what the protester did. Look, they're still doing it, they're still working on it. That's private property. Why no one is telling anything about it, right? So this is when we say we need to think more openly, okay? I mean, I have a bunch of videos like this. Like, it is absolutely crazy. Like Captain Geo said it too. They were planting bricks in Dallas. They were leaving stockpiles of bricks. Okay, why do people leave stockpiles of bricks? There's no constructions. Then there's one video who I won't even show it too much because I don't know if it's something reliable or not. But where cops were leaving bricks from the back of the truck. Okay. Now, another example, when we say you need to protest peacefully, right? You guys are telling us that we need to protest peacefully, and I agree with that. That's how it should be done. But this was okay, in Miami, they got approached by these cops. Let's say even they said something. Okay, say, oh, you pig. Look, just staying there. Of course they all got in trouble. The police officer got in trouble. But then you telling me that people need to protest peacefully when this shit happens. But you cannot protest peacefully, because when you do that, they will fuck you up anyways. Not all of them. And a very, very good video is this case here. This one. She's a police officer in Fort Lauderdale who actually told this police officer to back off. Finally. Wish they were all like this, you know? And again, now, this is what my position is. I fully understand and fully agree with a peaceful protest. That's how it should be, and that doesn't, you know, but do you see why also peaceful protest really looks like don't have much effect? You know, that's what I'm saying. So and I want to know, you know, what people think about the thing. The thing is, in America, they can do what they want, and nobody's doing something against it. Where what I mean is the government. Yeah, exactly. Overpowered is overpowered. Yeah. I also have a video I will send you to Instagram. Okay, Noah. So again, this is where people frustration keeps getting fueled. You know, it's like throwing gasoline to an anger. You keep seeing these videos, okay? You know, and people will say, well, media should stop sharing these videos. No. Police officers and other officers in general, and the public in general, should stop acting like this. Stop act like a fool.
1,000 to go.
You know, it is what it is. I've been people who told me, well, if you don't like it over here, go back to wherever you came from, or go back to Italy. I said, I would love to go back to Italy. You know what a beautiful country Italy is, bro? Like the food, the people are nice. Our politics still sucks, but we're not getting killed by cops. So, all right, Raphael, don't use. Try not to use the caps, please. But yeah, see, this is what it is. The problem is with our society right now. The fact that we are more into blaming people, tossing bricks, breaking walls or breaking stores, and looting, while the reality is that for more than 400 years, black people's lives has been looted. You know, chances. So physical objects can be replaced, right? Something can be replaced. Life cannot be replaced. A society cannot be replaced. Okay, a kid's future cannot be replaced. Why also COVID-19 acted so hard on the black community in this country? Not because they don't wash, not because of anything. It's because access to healthcare in these community it's not guaranteed. You know, and because these people have to make for living, they have to go to work even when they're sick. You know, I'm lucky. Like people I live with, the white people I live with, I say that if they're sick, I say, they call the boss and say, hey, I'm not coming to work for a couple of days, even for a fever, okay? And I'm just like, yeah, sure. And then, you know what a black family worked their ass off to bring some bread to the table, okay? And this is not seen. All they want to say is like, well, if they want to live better, they have to work harder. Bro, how much harder you can work? There's a limit to it. So my channel is about aviation, it's about friends, it's about love and peace, but it's also about showing the problematic of our society, okay? And also showing and also trying and also bringing facts to the table, real stuff, okay? One-on-one interaction. That's what this channel is about. We have a tool, YouTubers have a tool that I don't see many people using this tool the right way. Showing a plane on the cockpit, beautiful, okay, cool, landings, asking questions like, oh, what is your favorite aircraft? Good. Oh, let's look at this new feature thing. Okay, good. No. YouTube is a tool where you can shape the future generation, you can shape the world, you can shape your society, and I'm using that this way. And people might disagree with my type of concept, my type of YouTube channel, and I understand it will be so much harder for me to reach Captain Canada's or other levels, but that's not my goal. My goal is not to gain 1,000 donations for what I do. I do it because I love to do flying and I like to share it, but I also love to share how my perfect world would be, and that's how it is. So I'm not telling people to go riot, I'm telling people to stand up for your rights and protest, because that's the only way you can get up, and that's the only way you can make America great again for real. Like, enough bullshit. It's not about going to work or anything. America will never be the greatest country in the world unless the social discrepancy and the difference between black and white, and brown and Asian, it's dropped to zero. There's no difference. And right now you go to an office, okay, I recently had to fill up some forms for the Florida state, okay, for the state of Florida, and I was sick and tired of seeing every couple of questions, what race am I? You know, what race, what ethnics, or whatever. I had to say if I was white, Caucasian, Latino, Hispanic, or what? What if I'm a mutt? What if I'm a mix? What if I don't want it to be anything that? You know, why am I forced to say that? So you think this is nothing, this is actually a lot. And at the same time, a lot of people don't know how to live without it. That's the thing. That's my channel, bro. What did I miss? Pilots with budgets and gun, yep. Who's you are, Dimitri? I don't know. Looks like a fake one. Trump also said that the Antifa is a terrorist organization. I mean, what the fuck? Yeah, Antifa is not a terrorist organization. White cops are killing black people. Antifa, exactly. That's funny. You know, there's a lovely meme that said, welcome to a dictatorship when a fascist government bans the anti-fascist group. Right? There we are. There's more people who died because of the right-wing propaganda than the left-wing propaganda, than the anarchists or the Antifa. I don't remember people dying because of the hands of the Antifa, so I don't see the harms to the country. Again, I cannot believe that after Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, and things that happened more than 100 years ago in 2020 didn't change. Yeah, it did not. It didn't change at all, I would say. But the other thing is, I mean, People might think about, oh, okay, that's nothing. You know what it means? Where when I used to work retail, I used to get people asking me few times during the day, random people who were coming to the store, oh, where you from? And I say Italy, and then they will say, oh, you don't look like someone from Italy. I say, yeah, bitch, you don't look like a Native American native, so why you're here? In my head, you know, white people who are entitled, or they say, hey, is there anyone that can speak English? I don't understand your accent, or things like I've been called with the N-word, even though I'm Browns, but I've been called with weird slangs about Muslims, and but yeah, been called Paki once. Yeah, man, I went through a lot, and I worked there 1 year. And one time when I stood up, okay, and I said to the lady, hey ma'am, there's no need, you don't need to be that racist to be. You know, I almost got fired. I got a letter of termination, and my manager had to fight so hard to keep me in, talking to corporate. So, yes, all lives matter, but until my lives doesn't matter to the white person, I don't give a damn about all lives matter. You got it? Dude, us people don't know their geography, yeah. Do you say park? Yeah, you don't look like, yeah, exactly. We are at that, you know, backward mentality in this country still. A lot of bigotry in this country, okay? If you think about the United States of America, except for Christopher Columbus, everyone else that basically came to this country are people, you know, are basically the garbage of the United Kingdom or these countries who colonized this country, okay? If you think about it, that's what it is. People who were looking for better lives out there, who were, so this guy. So what we want to say, I mean, people who came here thought that the Native Americans were savages, okay? While literally now the percentage of Native American is 1.4% of the whole population. And I think 70% of the white Caucasian, non-Hispanic. The rest is Hispanic, and then now the mix. But it's funny how a country was populated by Native American, and it says Native American, the Native American population is only 1.4%. Isn't that ridiculous? There you go. That says everything. Right. Right, USA cops like Hitler, they won't see only race blonde hair. I don't know, Salim, if they want to see it that way. There's good cops, but there's good personality wise, there's good cops. I don't think the United States have good cops at all. The reason why I'm saying that, I'm not saying that people are not good. I'm not saying that there's no good cops as personalities. I'm saying all cops in the United States are very badly trained. The only cops that might be good are people who came from the military service. You know why? Because the military are trained to de-escalate, to preserve people's life in case of engagement. Why they want to preserve? Because the military loves to grab intel. So if they have people on the other faction, they try not to kill them unless unless they are in a battle, but they don't. Why not? If you're a suspect, because they want to interrogate him and get intel out of it. So de-escalation is something the military goes through a lot, and the United States doesn't. You know, remember 6 months of police academy and you get a gun. 12 months of beauty and hair cuttery academy and you get prepared for scissors. So here we go. That explains. I don't know, man. The military, I'm not saying the military in the United States are bad at all. I honor people who fought for democracy. I do believe, though, some of the wars that they were forced to fight were not their wars, and they were not for the interests of the democracy, but was more of an interest of oil and money. But the United States military are can be really good people too. So What's up, AvioMan? You're welcome aboard. Here in the US, you have to be in school 8 years to be a lawyer and 8 weeks to be a cop with a gun. Yes. Yes, yes. Those are the facts, my friend. It's funny, right? Bring the volume down a little bit. If you guys can still hear, right? True Simulation, I keep seeing your message saying hello, hello again, welcome aboard again. Oh Lord, there you go. You have two parrots, man. Okay, good to know that you have two parrots. The two parrots, one female and one male. Well, what? It is one of the most and you know what, Next Generation Flies, another disrespectful phrase they say is always when you have an argument with some of these people. I'm not gonna say the party, but you can kind of understand who we're talking about and who these people voted for. Okay, let's say you have an argument. You're saying, hey, I don't like this, I don't think this is right, I don't think I think this should be done a different way, and every time there's someone that comments and says, hey, why are you here then? Why you staying in this country if you don't like it, you know? Hello, beautiful human. Hello, my two friends again. So it just you know, this is my opinion, and I cannot express my opinion without having someone telling me to go back. If you don't like it over here, go back. And say, yeah, you know, I wish Native American told you the same thing when you invaded, when United Kingdom moved to invaded this country, when the Portuguese and the Spain, everyone invaded this country, when the French invaded this country. You know, if you don't like the way the United America live, you could have left the country, right? I wish it worked that way that time ago, but no, it didn't. So, you know, I met this friend, I don't know, a friend of my friend who was telling me, well, yes, but we brought railways. I was like, oh wow, great. Thank you, Jesus, for bringing me railways in this country. And guess what? The railway system in the United States still sucks. Alright. Why are you here? Oh, okay. Pilly says, on a note, that's actually a good note. Pilly UK, thank you. Did everyone enjoy the group flight? I definitely did. I definitely enjoyed the hell out of it. I actually enjoyed the hell out of it. Vision, it's fine. You can, you guys, I can understand a little bit of Deutsch. Like, it's very similar to English in some wording, so I'll tell you if it gets too much though. No, don't have full blown out conversation. 1 or 2 words is not a problem. American trains are an embarrassment compared to European and Asian trains. True. The develop. Oh, that was a burp. Little kids having burps. One thing is, it's an embarrassment that, you know, a country that has the nuclear power, has so much electricity, so much gasoline, full of resources, have trained and still runs on diesel, and very few that runs on electric trains. And it's funny, you know, I recently saw the Acela train, which looks beautiful, by the way. I mean, it's the same company, Alstom, that made the trains for the Italian railway system, high-speed railway system, which is absolutely fantastic. I think the Italian high-speed railway system is one of the best in Europe, as in comfort. The trains are spacious, elegant, fast. The service provided on the trains are great. I've been on most major railway system in Europe. I've been on the TGV, I've been on the Virgin trains, I've been on the what's it called, the Eurocity. What's the one that goes in the tunnel? But I've been on that one. I've been on the ice, and granted, they were all good services and everything. But again, the trains in Italy we're not talking about regional trains. God damn, no. The Italian regional train sucks. commuting train. Oh, gross. But compared to, for example, the TGV, compared to the Frecciarossa, the newest Frecciarossa, I feel like the TGV was so many years backwards. Like the comfort, the seats, I mean the ergonomics, even the amount of light. It's more of a pleasure being on a cabin in the Italian railway system than I think in the TGV or in those cramped British trains. Oh my god, the narrow slots. I was like, oh, okay, I can see my neighbor's eyelash on his face. Great. Things like this. Oh my god. Switzerland has one good train. So Switzerland has a very good system. Okay, and the trains are really good too. I'm talking about high-speed train. I'm not comparing the normal railway system in Italy sucks except for the high-speed railway system. That's what I think. I live in California and they wanted to build the high-speed train from LASFO. I don't know if they still are. Yeah, I think the problem of the United States is is highly unionized. I think and defunded the American railway system. So there's a lot of problems trying to get stuff in. Pili, I actually seen a video of recent trains that you got over there. That looks beautiful. Things are slowly changing over there too, because I think the British railway system, the only problem, the biggest problem they had in England, I think, and Pili, you can correct me if I'm wrong, is that the fact that the trains cannot be new because of the rail track. You're getting a headache? Get an aspirin, my friend. Get an aspirin. That's all you can get. They cannot go fast. They cannot have better trains because their stock is old. So African trains are getting good. I think Morocco, either Morocco or Algeria, one of those two countries actually have a high-speed train railway system. So yeah, they do have a high-speed railway system before even the United States. So the same as some other countries, I believe Kenya and some other countries are getting, Ghana I believe are getting a good railway system. So there are some good railway systems, some very bad ones too, but we all know. Oh, welcome. You're from Cali. Stoker Actual Gaming, hello, welcome aboard. I saw you were streaming this morning, but I was trying to get up. I was not getting up. There you go. Let me see. Renard Perkins, I agree with you, everyone. Thank you, appreciate it, my friend. Sela is awesome, but it only goes from DC to Boston. Yeah, it's a very small route. I thought that it looked a little bit weird that was the route they were giving it for. Oh. Okay. The flight XO lines doesn't matter again. It keeps. It's a little bit bumpy here. Oh, that's my phone. Give me a second, I need to put my phone on silent first of all. Now it makes sense, there we go. Okay, I got your message. We don't need to time out anyone right now. They do have the freedom of saying anything they want. I have the freedom of hiding it because I think he's very. I still think that is still a racist thing to say. The reason why I think it's racist is because it's a way for white people to not acknowledge the issue. It's a way to not face the issue, and it's a ways to not take the Black Lives Matter movement seriously and not taking black people, black communities issues seriously, because they live in a very nice environment, they have their little house, their lovely house in Beverly Hills, or in New York City, or they have a house in West Palm Beach, along the coast, and they're not affected. So yeah, and I don't know, he's just trying to piss me off, probably. Flight X, so that's why he goes. But it's gonna be like this until this is over. That banner will not go away, and people can say bye and leave if they want. Can you turn up the volume a bit? Or did I turn it too low? Oh, okay. I was going to turn up some music a little bit. Let me see if I can. Okay, this is sounds a little bit better. Okay, getting some pretty much turbulence over here. Let me double check. I saw a message before for someone. Yeah, they have the new Avanti West Coast service, Mr. Virgin trains. I do, and I think Florida is getting some high-speed trains hopefully soon. We already have a kind of like a higher speed railway system, but it's not enough. I think, in my opinion, that's not enough. Well, what state is Daytona? Daytona Beach is in the state of Florida, also known as the Sunshine State, or the way I call it, the state of madness. Do you also fly with your community? What do you mean with my community? No, explain me. Do you think you will have? Do you think you will have to land? You will have landed in 2 hours? Maybe. Music is a bit too loud now. Thank you. Good to know the feedback. Charlie checklist, yeah, happy birthday. I forgot about that. I think we did, but don't worry about it. Keep Stalker attribute. Don't worry about it, my friend. Keep your head up. It's crazy out there right now. I know, man. I know. And then Stalker actual gaming. You guys keep fighting for your rights, bro. Got you. We're all in here with this together. We're all in this together, my friend. Can we change the song? It's like it's kind of light. Okay, we change. Don't worry. Even already covered that. What? The 25. I'm from Germany. Okay. No, 25% Germany. Okay. Did you switch off the gear? I don't think I did. You're right. I don't think I did. Good catch. Good catch. Salim, good catch. Captain Bond says yes, he does fly with the community anywhere. Feel free to fly with him, considering the fact people don't troll while flying. Exactly. Yep. If that answers the question, yes. Yes, I do fly with people. I did some flights with Smart Copilot. I'm waiting for the new plugin to come out from Just Flight. Let's hope on that one goes up. Also, I noticed, I think the quality of the textures of the ZIBO went down. I don't know with the... Not here, but the... over here, Lee. The Combra Tatashi. Paddy Krish, welcome aboard again. I'm only 14, but I feel like I can still have an opinion in this topic. Yes, you can, but you have a lot also to know. There's a lot of things that you don't know, my friend, because not because of you, my friend, and it's because of the main issue this country has. Okay, this country has a big issue, which is, yeah, racism. It's still there, but I think the biggest issue is education. The education system in this country, it's really bad. We're not talking about universities, because this country has one of the few best universities in the world, but how you get there? You have to pay, you get a scholarship, and not everyone can get the scholarship. So the average student that maybe doesn't excel so much, but is still a good student, you know, can't get into, you know, university like Stetson University here in Florida, the University in St. Augustine, I forgot, or we're talking about Harvard or Georgetown or things like this, you know. So the problem here is at the base of the education, and we're talking about primary school, we're talking about you know, middle school, we're talking about high school. Public schools are really bad in this country, unfortunately, and the reason why is because there's been a increasing defunding in education, and that's not only happening in this country, it's happening in a lot of places in the world. You know why? Because they like to have an ignorant population so they can manipulate more. So how you solve the problems of the racism, of you know, jobs, even you know, having problem with finding jobs and everything. Well, it's very easy. Give them proper education to your kids, and they will not have to apply for unemployment unless in things situation like this happen. But they don't have to live on their parents' back for a while. They don't have they can live peacefully with other members of the community without hating each other. So the problem in this country is that you've been taught since you're a kid that this is the best country in the world, when it's wrong. That's the thing. My frames are taking a shit. Sure, right, because I don't have any blue tires. Ooh. Well, something is loading. Let me... Be sure to remind your frames to flush on the way out. Yeah, I know, right? Something is loading. Not sure what is loading. But something is loading. We'll let it load. And it's not even the PC because the CPU temperatures are good. Yeah, we're running at 1512 right now, so we'll let it load a little bit. There's always a drop in frames in these areas, so we just let it be. Good, with a computer like this, I shouldn't get any frame rate drop. Do you have True Earth scenery for Florida? True Earth? No, I do not. I have vStates, but let this thing go. I'm all for the protests, but only concern is they will cause massive peak of COVID-19 cases. Yes, they will. But I think this is greater than COVID-19 right now. I mean, a lot of cases will come out because of Memorial Day. Header! Oh my god, here we go. I think we are slowly getting back on frames. No, we're not. But let it be. Is always your frame in the same position when you're north of Atlanta. Is that the same exact position, my friend? Is that the same one? Let me double check. I'll check now. Where are we? Hey, you know what's funny? I'm about to enter the airspace too, and they will piss. They will be like, oh, your frames are dropped. 132970. Okay, we are slowly getting back. 13297. 3297. I had to rebuild the tiles in that one. And there's no, you know what's funny? There really, literally, there is no blue tiles this time. Now we're getting 30. Now we're 30. Okay, now we're back to 19, 30. It keeps switching in. Okay, we'll let it. Oh, here we go. The blue tile is loading now. And you know what this is? I think it's because, oh, actually it's gone. This could easily be the fact that Atlanta doesn't have the vStates over there. The actual tile over Atlanta, it's missing because of how the scenery is from Nimbus. Yeah, then you have a blue tile. Here we go. Now we're back somehow. But just in case, let's put 93297, 13297. Heather, how you doing? I'm good, thank you. How you doing, my friend? Anyways, if you guys new to the channel, make sure you leave us a like and subscribe to this channel. This is a little bit different channel than your normal average channel. This is not all about aviation. This is also about lives, society, community feeling, peace and love, equality and unity, my friends. Okay, so we're not only going to discuss about aviation stuff, of course mainly we're going to be about this, but we're going to be also talk about, you know, there will be, especially on longer flights, we're going to take these moments to talk about issues of our community, what we have to do to fight, what we have to work on, and what we need to appraise also. It's not all about fighting, it's all about appraising too. So, but considering the fact, okay, let me see. You know what, I'm all about protest, not looting and vandalizing. I'm all about protest, not looting, but I'm okay with vandalize if they vandalize a couple of cops' cars, to be honest, because they vandalize people's lives. I think you shouldn't be doing it, but I don't care because it's a riot. You know, white people need to also, not white people, because there's many black people out there too saying the same thing. Usually victim, which people are, these people are victim of mainstream media and politicizing skin colors, things like this. Okay, so the problem sometimes is not only about, you know, having let me see, hold on, give me a second. I want to do a couple of things here. Keep it like this. I want to climb to 380 now though, before we reach. Oh shit. How long are we flying? We're gonna be for another hour and a half probably. Nimbus Daytona Beach 2 is on sale for 14. I think I'm gonna grab it. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I could be that they're on sale. Also, we don't have turbines anymore, so we can shut this. And I apologize again for the frames. As soon as we leave the Atlanta metropolitan area, we'll get better frames. It's just a problem we have with the ortho and the mesh in this area, which are conflicting, I believe. So, but yeah, what I was saying is, what was I talking about? Let me see. Let me read the message again. Oh yeah. So, looting and vandalizing. Yeah, we all agree with that. That's not good, but it's been too much that people cannot handle this anymore. Okay. But considering the fact that there comes a change in the states with respect of race and COVID-19 won't matter, people may recover something, take its path. Yeah. Also, do you guys remember when you know, you guys were saying looting and what's the other, and destroying private properties, or anyways, it's not good, right? Okay, do you guys remember when for another reason, COVID-19, for people's lives, 100,000 people have died in the United States. We don't know how many more have died now because everything has switched. We were talking about this now, and not many people are reporting about what's happening, you know, with our healthcare system with the COVID-19. But you know, when this happened, people were fighting because they did not want to wear a mask. Right? People did not want to wear a mask. They wanted to go to work, they said, even though most of these people didn't want to go to work. They just wanted to have the freedom to go to their local bar, have their beers, have their hair cut, they go to their hair salon, nail salon, get their pedicure, manicure, and all this beauty stuff. Okay? Now, this was at the end. I mean, I met people who were posting stuff like this, and then they literally admitted saying, hey, all I want to do is go back freaking drinking with friends out in the bar. Okay, people stormed Capitol buildings, government buildings with AR-15, with weapons. No one said anything. There was no clashes, even though there's videos and pictures of these people with guns shouting at the police officer's face. Have you ever seen that? You haven't seen the videos? Check it out. There's many videos out there. And so now you're telling me that you cannot peacefully protest without getting tear gas or anything for a person's life, or a person that's being killed because of police brutality, because of systematic racism in this country. So here we go, perfect example on how all lives don't matter, because all lives can protest to wear a freaking mask and to go to your bar and get your hair done or whatever, these things. But a black person cannot, you know, or even white people cannot protest for police brutality and oppression and systematic racism. That's the problem with this country. You know, you have two ways of thinking, and that is the problem. You're allowed only if you have a certain skin color and if you have a certain wallet. If you have certain money, then you can think this way. There we go. By Christian Roger, I think it's not fair, but you don't start so much riots and make matters worse at times like these. Pilot Chris, you come from India. You want to tell me with Modi you will not do a riot? I mean, what are we talking about there? Are you not from India? Someone is. I thought you were. Oh, Captain Banch. I think Banch. Maybe, yeah, Captain Chris too. I think by Chris too. Very best examples on how riots work in history. Okay, let's start with the very first one, and I think that's the beginning of democracy. Okay, almost. All right. So I hope you guys have a very good history background, because we want to start talking with the French Revolution, right? What was the French Revolution? Do you think people have signs? Do you think people were peacefully protesting? Maybe they were at the beginning, right? And when the clashes started, they did not. I mean, people died for that. Okay? And that worked, because now there's a better system, right? Now we're talking about Russia, the Tsar of Russia. The whole family over there has basically been. If you have at least you've seen Anastasia. I would say, I don't know how the English word is, but okay, that's done. Okay, that's another example. Now I want to talk about the Boston Tea Party. Let's go back a little bit. You know, the Boston Tea Party. That's a riot. That's a destroying private property. You know, vandalizing a ship and throwing goods. What about small business owners who bought those tea things? You know, all that tea that being tossed onto the ocean. What about that? What about the Civil War? All those small businesses and restaurants who were forced to serve meals for free for both sides, basically. Things were taken away because of for the sake of war. Okay. What about? Let me see. Oh well, the Arab Spring, Morocco, Egypt, Algeria, when they all raised up, you know, against tyranny. There's so many other examples, my friends, that you guys don't know, that I don't know, you know. Before Fidel Castro, all that, even South America, there was problems and they raised up. Now sometimes they got worse in that case, for example. Okay, but people do this for change. When they're fed up, when enough is enough, when words and peaceful protests don't work. See you next time, Raphael. Thank you for stopping by. So when people tell me things like, oh, you can peacefully protest, it's funny because peaceful protests have been out there in the United States so long, since I basically lived here. There've been protests about people, like black people, like a disparity between the African American community and the white American community, I would say. I don't know how I want to call it that. You know, so why am I not in contacting on VATSIM ATC? That's weird. Is the ATC logged off? It looks like. Atlanta Center is still on. By the way, my frames are getting huge hits, so we are unable to do these routes, and we are unable to do routes over so you know what I have to do? I have to reinstall everything, reinstall my Ortho too. So next weekend, that's what I'm gonna be doing. Yeah, this is really bad. Right now, this is really fucked up. It's like watching Minecraft right now. Ooh, apologize for this. This is not even the same anymore. This is not the computer anymore even. Let me pause it for a second and see what's going on. Let it load, maybe. Let me see the log. I know Vasi should be pausing that, but I want to see the log quickly and see what's going on in there. Load time, yeah. CFL, the 30, 90, 30, 80. Yeah, let me see. 30, 90, and 30, 80. Those are the ones that are not loading. 30. The 35s too. It's a new log. 30, 90, plus 30, minus 90. Apologize for this, okay? Give me 1 minute. I'm just gonna unpause. I just want to read the tiles that are not working. So the 35 and the 30. Okay, 90 and 80. And then the 35, 81, 82. 81 and 82. Okay, my bad. I'm Dimitri. I don't know if you're still here. I'm still having the problem even with vStates, so there's something I need to reinstall. No joke. Oh, what is that? What's happening there? You know what? This is happening because of that. How you go fast forward or whatever that thing is? Let me see if I look away from the oh my god, this is so bad. Yes, that's Ortho. That's Ortho, unfortunately. He was suspected of carrying a gun. He was suspected to carry a gun, was a black man who was knocked out, the policeman. Or turned out that the suspect person with a gun was a phone, yeah. Oh, the Flag Factor 777 is on sale. We definitely have some huge trouble here, and that's Atlanta. Holy shit, Atlanta, come on. So I can never fly over Atlanta because I always get this issue for a good amount of time. This is really sad. Get back with the VS. I cannot do anything because the autopilot is fucked because of the frames. How you can speed up the sim? Can you do that so you can gain? As in you can go run 2 times, time 2 or something, right? Great stream. I don't know if the stream is glitching. No, it's not glitching. It's my Ortho not working. I got an issue with my Ortho here. So they will increase. They will increase later. We are. Let's see. It will become harder to increase if the speed is increased. Okay. And the Ortho is fucked. Yeah, you can speed up the sim, I think Z, but not sure. Okay. Thank you for watching my stream last night. No worries through simulation. I worked both of the streams, I think. Yeah. Control T. I'm not unless I get the right one. I'm not gonna do it. But just wait until the situation calms down, probably. Try to deactivate. I deactivated all plugins, my friend. All of them, they're gone. Yeah, we are getting a little bit something better right now. Not sure if it's gonna last, but okay, we're slowly catching up, hopefully. Man, my CPU is at 0.9, almost 1. Yeah, that's what happening. So I'll have to uninstall every single scenery basically. Like redo my ortho. Ugh. Means I need to, seems like it's getting a little bit better. Yeah, better than 5. We're not dropping below 5. It's gonna take a while. We have to move past Atlanta. We had to move past Atlanta, that's the issue. That's the only issue we have right now. Once we pass Atlanta, will be all a different whole story. The problem is I don't know. It just, I think it's because I did have to. I mean, Nimbus doesn't. I'll probably try to remove the mesh from Nimbus and see if that makes it better, but it only happens when I'm overflying. Never happens when I'm loading into Atlanta. That's the thing. Because we did a flight from Atlanta to LAX a couple of weeks ago, if you guys remember, and we did not have any issues like that. I asked a few people. I want to ask you, some of the cords coming out of my GPU are bent 90 degrees. Is that okay? Like, I mean, mine are not 90 degrees, but they're bent. A lot of cords will be bent, okay? I wouldn't bend them too much. So yeah. From Atlanta to LAX, X-Plane crash. Yeah, but it's not a frame rates issue at that point. Tutorials are really good for Swift. I got it done for 1 hour. Yeah, Swift is really good, I think. It's my general opinion of Swift. It is indeed very easy. I don't know if it's very easy to install, but once you learn how to do it and you get a little bit handy, you know, you start watching tutorials. Yeah, it is pretty easy and straightforward. But a person that is coming from X-Pilot, I believe, or X-Squawk Box, gross. But for them, probably it's a little bit different because it's a way different of thinking, you know, things. There's a lot of moving folder, like a custom AI, custom AI traffic, CSL packs. So at the beginning it was very frustrating. The very first time I was like, oof. And I tried X-Pilot once. I was like, hell no. Yeah, I don't want to see planes floating over the ground or under the ground, big submarines. So I just like, yeah. Forgot I have my fruits in here today. We got grapes. Anyone want grapes? And grapes. Healthy snacks. Looks like it's getting a little bit better right now. Now let's not jinx it. Also, yeah, here we go. Let's not jinx it. What's the saving? How you save the flight on ZIBO? Is it automatic, like the toilets that I can pick up the last 5 minutes, or no? I have to save it manually and then I can pick it up. No, AvioMan, can you help me installing Swift? I don't know how I can install it. Oh, okay. Where's... Oh, here you go. And is it saved? Right? That's it? Saved? Yes, it is, right? Here we go again. I didn't get to contact me. Probably I don't have to contact because I'm literally skimming on their airspace right now. But here we go again. Here we go, the blue tile again. Yeah. Can you try to explain not to load those tiles and then just fly over it? No. Anyone knows if you can tell that to explain? Hey, XP, just fuck it. No need to load that shit. Make sure you have the plane parked and engines running when you load the safe flight. Okay. See, I'm Dimitri. I don't understand now. It's happening now, and I don't have Ortho. I have vStates here. So what's the problem with it? Is that because it uses I have a symbolic link for these? Like what's the deal with it? I don't understand. Here we go. Now the plane is doing whatever the fuck he wants again. Oof. That happens when your flight model is running behind, not in real time. There's a lot of issues. Maybe this is the first time I've seen this issue where the autopilot is struggling. But that's also because of the frames, I believe. But no, I'm Dimitri. I don't understand. You said, you know, when you create your Ortho, you use the settings that you told me. And I created, for example, for the last group flight, I created the Ortho that way. Now, what about vStates from Vertical Sim? Why am I getting this issue? That's what I don't understand, you know. Okay, like he's. Yeah, no, I'm talking about. Yeah, I got it. I'm talking about the other one. I'm talking about the blue tile issue. You know what also it is? The fact that I created links probably between my Ortho in different drives, it could be. So it takes, and they are not on an SSD. My Ortho is not on SSD, it's on the like 8 terabyte drive. So I have my custom scenery folder on one drive. Oh, this is how it's set up. I have XP11 main folder on the SSD. Then I have my custom scenery folder on the 8 terabyte drive. And then I have my Ortho. I have 3 Ortho for the 3 different continents. One for United States, 2 terabyte for United States, 2 terabyte, actually, you know, more than 2. 4 terabytes for Europe, and 2 terabyte for Asia, you know. And so then I created a symbolic link there to custom scenery, but it's weird. I don't know why. It just pissing me off sometimes. I don't know why vStates, but it could be an issue with your VRAM, RAM symbolic links are talking to each other. The different one affect the ortho load, so only the initial load up. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh wow, is he? What time is he flying it? So let me see. We got the informations here for destination. How your clock is it in Florida? What do you mean is it in Florida? Alright, so let me check. Arrival, no arrival, we only have an approach. Ormond. Oh, hold on, let's see the weather. Wind calm. I think I'm gonna do this actually. The ILS for runway 7 left. Yep. Oh, what time is it in Florida? 4:45. Ormond. Here we go. Haven. There you go. Haven. I believe that's the one, right? Anav DME arc. I believe that's the one. Let me bring this one back and bring this one to plane. Okay, Ormond, Hanover, and then the RTME from Ormond Beach. The old was Myra, which is the airport I did my flight training, New Smyrna Beach. And I believe the same frequency are still out. Let me see, 072. 072. 1097 is out. I believe that's 1097. Let me double check. 1097, yep. Airport will not really need this because I know this airport like easily. Okay, so 7 left, so we expect to vacate probably on November 5 we can. Last time I vacated November 3. I literally stopped the 737 like before November 3. I was like, what? How's that even possible? And I had one notch break. I was like, no way. Leopard, it's when my top of descent starts. Okay, so we can see we are A few miles out, yeah. Still have a few to go. Okay, Germany's 22:45. Yeah, it's getting late. I know over there in Europe. Apologize. I should stream a little bit earlier for you guys one day. I'll try to do a morning stream this week. Okay. Like morning for me, evening and afternoon for you. Did the 777 got an update? No, right? Captain K, what is he flying? What airline and what route with the 777? I know he doesn't do many long haul flights, I think so. Let me see, a couple messages here. I was flying Thai. Oh wow, Singapore to Bangkok. Okay, so that's not even short. That's pretty good. A decent flight in there. Oh my gosh, we're still in that turn. God damn. Oh, let me see. No, so, oh no, it's okay, it's perfect. You're kind of finished with the day, and now chilling and watching Avio on my TV or PC. Oh, good to know. Appreciate it, my friend. Officer Miles Logan said, "Damn, the 777 on sale for $20, $29. Yeah, I know, right? That's pretty good." It's like 1:30, like 1 hour and 30 minutes, or the flight, right? Yeah. XP loves to do much shorter flags. Because I like you don't have to entertain people for 2 hours. I tried to entertain people for 2 hours, but then what happened is I had people, I just had people like flashing me out for having the Black Lives Matter thing out there. Next Generation Flights, I love the haircut, by the way. Will, thank you, very sexy. Appreciate it, my friend. Do I look like Sean Connery? The brown version of it? Do you know how to texture stuff? Matteo friends, if you're using, I believe you're using SketchUp, right? If you're using SketchUp, make sure you have one file, one texture file. You basically go to Paint or whatever you want, and you know what kind of textures and that you need for your building, for example, like the window, or you take the picture or something, and all you do is have them all in one big 4K version file. Was that 4K? 490 is the dimensions, I think 4096, I believe, for 4K, and just you have it over there, and then you bring that texture file into SketchUp, and then you drag it to the corners you want with the sides you want. That's all you do. Pili, it was a pleasure. You have a nice day, Pili. Thank you. We'll see you next time for the group flight. I don't know, did IMDb tree sets anything to you? I know you guys were talking, but then I got overwhelmed by other things. And a flight surgeon, that's me, who does ridiculously long flights, random ass long flights. See ya, PD. Thank you for stopping by, my friend. Very much appreciated. He's the brain of most of our Sunwing's flights, by the way. The group flights, he's the brain of it. Study detection for the airport plus the hotel besides it. Okay. Captain Bombasso, welcome aboard. Thank you for coming in for during my 3 FPS live stream right now. Back to 4. Really explain. There's one shitty ass piece of tile that doesn't want to load. Oh no, I'm surrounded by shitty ass tiles that don't want to load. We love explain, right? I don't understand what explain is doing with these things. I don't really understand. We actually crashed the scene with a dash 8. Yeah, I know that. I saw that. I saw that. I heard that. I want to apologize for everyone that's tuned in right now for this. It's over Atlanta. I always get this issue. I thought I solved it, but I did not. I guess I did not solve the issue. Also, I didn't realize I don't have my light on today. Usually I have a big flashing light on my face. Today I don't have it, I guess. Okay. Okay, did the tiles finally load it up? Okay, give me 1 second. I'm just trying to see a couple of things. Next generation flights about to start the descent. The plane pitches down at a 3-degree angle. So I pulled on my yoke, but no response. Nothing is and stuff. Oh. Okay, next generation flight with a Q400. Okay, that's why I call it the dash. I don't even call it the dash 400. I call it the crash 400. Sorry, the Q400 crash 8. That's what it is. It's the dash. Is the instead of the dash 8 is the crash 8. What I realized I should be. I always do with it is I keep the speed up. The moment you drop that speed to almost landing speed on approach, that plane will start going all over the place, and no matter how hard you pull on your things, it's not gonna work. Apparently it was anti-ice. You did not have the anti-ice on, or you had it on? What's the issue with it? No, oh, was that on? I don't know. Was it cold? What were you? I thought you were departing from. Where were you departing from? Hold on. Oh, you were landing. Where were you landing or trying to land? I don't know what. Actually, I didn't know. I couldn't tell from who was streaming, Valdemar or Flight Surgeon, if you were departing or arriving, or you were just departed from it, and then you had the issues that you wanted to land back because of the tail strike. I was from Cologne, was not cold and not cold at all, and no clouds or anything. Okay, that's weird. That is actually weird. Why you have the anti-ice on then? Why they want you to put the anti-ice if you don't have icing condition? That is actually pretty weird. Yep. Also, if I can finish my liveries, actually, is there any liveries make over here? Okay. If I need to update my Cessna 172 livery with the Avio Flight Academy. If anyone wants to update that, since what's it called, Connor Moore's basically stopped doing anything now. I mean, that's young kids. That's pretty normal. They're in school. One day they love everything. The other day they hate explain or anything, just because that's how. I mean, I was like that. So I fully understand. I asked him a few times if he can make delivery, and he said yeah, sure. And then he never did. But he also told me that he was not into flight simulation anymore that much, which totally happens. I just got fact checked. Okay, I guess. Let me see. Okay, whatever. That's fine. My frame seems to be a little bit more stable this time. We'll let it go a little bit. Yeah, next gen has been killing people lately. I know, right? Next generation, we should stop killing people. We'll have to see what the NTSB declares on that. I know, right? Damn it. NGF. Alpha Bravo, hello. Can you explain to the nation time? I'm from UK, so I don't really understand. Alright. Yeah, very easy, my friend. So I'm a commercial pilot here in the United States, but welcome aboard Alpha Bravo 1, by the way. I used to live in the United Kingdom for a bit in this place called Colchester, okay? But I was born in Italy, so I understand why you have an issue trying to understand, because I had my medical, IASA medical back home in Europe, and it was definitely less complicated. But my medical, okay, let's do one step back. I used to have a medical for my commercial license, okay? Recently, when I tried to renew my medical, they told me, they asked me any kind of medication I used in the past, and when I was younger I had a condition which is no effect now anymore, but it used, when I was a kid, it used to be, but they said that some of the medication will bring you issues with the cognitive functions and the heart or whatever, which, the side effects, but none of that happened technically. So I went to renew my medical, and they say, hey, okay, I want this, okay, I took this medication, blah blah blah. And then they were like, oh, okay, we need to send it to the FAA. They will see if they can release you with the medical, the first class medical. I say, what do you mean? I did it last time. I said, well, the last time they didn't do it. Okay. So they came back and they say, no, we can't issue you the first class medical immediately. We'll need more documentation. And I spent almost a year sending documentation, by the way. And now they said they wanted more examinations. Okay. Now in the United States, unfortunately, these examinations are very expensive. First of all, even if you were covered by your medical, by your medical insurance, okay, private insurance, it will never cover these things because these are not required. These are not health hazard. It's just someone like your work or someone asking you to provide some examination. So they're very expensive, especially if we're talking about ECG, electrocardiogram, 24 hours Holter, how to keep. They want a full blood test, a cognitive function test, which is very expensive, and that's the price for part of it, not even all of it. So in order to have my first class unlocked again, I need to provide those medical results, which we already know that is no factor because I'm healthy. It's just something that happened when I was a kid, an operation and a surgery that I did, and a certain medication I have to be on. So it just really doesn't really affect my piloting skills or anything. But because the FAA has some very outdated rules, unfortunately, we have to take those examinations anyways, even though the medication has changed since then and everything. So we just have to do that. And unfortunately, I don't have the money. I come from a very middle class family. I managed to get my commercial license and everything, thanks to God, but that's about it. Right now with the COVID-19, I don't have a job anymore. I used to work in a place, but that place furloughed everyone, and I was supposed to start training with an airline as a flight attendant initially. There's a program where they bring you as a flight attendant, and your days off they will help you build your hours that you need, and just like so, but that got postponed because of the COVID-19, so I couldn't go to my training facility because they sent me an email 2 days before start classes saying, hey, all the training is it's suspended, not suspended, but will be rescheduled until further notice. So that's the thing. That's why there's a this donation link out there, and it's not something we it's not something mandatory, but if you guys want to help me out for any amount, it will count, like it will help me quite a bit, any amount. And that again, this goes for my medical, not only for my medical, because the medical itself, it's $150 in the United States, okay, but it's for this extra medical examination that I need to take in order to prove that I'm healthy like I always been. So even my doctor sent an email, sent a letter saying, hey, my physician, he said, well, he doesn't need these exams because he's healthy, his heart is working perfectly, he has no health condition and nothing, and his cognitive functions are good. But you need to take some medical examinations, and has to be like cognitive function has to be the aeromedical edition, so it was very specific and very expensive. So even though they don't believe what my doctor said, so they need more extra paperwork. I think it's more to have their ass covered in case something goes so terribly wrong, or which I don't I don't understand why. But Claudio Digitalis Lickspiel, welcome aboard. Hello. Paul Cavazino, hello. Sorry, I would explain that thing. Welcome aboard. How are you doing today? Oh, cool. That is actually my streaming username. You got it. You got it first time. NGF? Next generation flight, is that just, yeah. Happy flying with a ZIBO. Yeah, I'm happy. But we're finally getting back the frames that we were looking for slowly. That was not the ZIBO's fault, that was my Orthos. So what I'm gonna have to do is basically delete all my Ortho, rebuild my Ortho during the nights, the fights before. Good Avio, thank you. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul, for stopping by. Make sure if you guys are new to the channel or just tuned in, to leave a like and a subscribe if you can. Believe me, I would have tried everything to donate, but I'm only 13. Rest in peace. No worries, man. I'm not asking anyone to donate for my medical. I just out there, if you guys want to, you can do it. I would be much appreciated. I'd be very grateful. But I enjoy the company more. I enjoy the likes, you know, or the dislikes. I just love the interaction more than the donation itself. Yeah, the donation helps, but it's not everything. So appreciate it, though, you asking me why. That's very important, and actually that's pretty good. Thank you for asking me that. But welcome aboard, Alpha Bravo. Are you from you said you're from England, you said? You from United Kingdom? Ooh, we go. Thank you. Welcome aboard, Alpha Bravo. Welcome aboard. Thank you for your subscribe, my friend. Oh, cool. Where? Because I used to live in England, as I said before. North, south, west, east, or any other land that the United Kingdom still owns, maybe. Calvin, what you doing? North of London. Okay, I was east of London, Colchester. In this little town called Pretty Gate. It was a pretty town too. Melbourne. There's my cat down here. Not feeling well these days, so. Who's a good boy? Who's a good... Okay, I'll let you go. Here. I so cute. This is my boy. Yeah, good boy. Not feeling well these days? I know, Cal. Honestly, I would also about 2 young parents and Jen. Yeah, no worries, man. Hope your channel grows and you'll be able to pursue your dreams of becoming a pilot. I'm already a pilot, so I'm not really. Again, this is a lot of big misconcept in our world. I'm already a commercial pilot. I'm not allowed to fly right now because of my medical, but I am a licensed pilot. Okay, so I'm not legally, I cannot legally fly right now because of my medical, and that can happen. Okay, now right now it's temporary, and that's why we need your help. If you guys can help me with anything again for the medical, that would be much appreciated. But again, I'm working on it too. I'm trying to save up some money. And guys, if you notice, I also reduced the amount of add-ons that I'm buying, just because I need to get through this, get my medical sorted out. But it's not something I'm looking for. It's not. I'm not expecting that from you guys. I'm just that's what I'm saying. Pilot guy 707. Okay, what airplane did you fly before you lost my medical? Well, nothing for right now. I was like nothing. Sorry, not that I really lost it while I was flying for an airline. I was not flying for the airline because the airline industry in the United States. It requires you 1,500 hours. Okay, so right now, last time, I was flying Piper Seminole most of the time, and the other aircraft that I was flying was Bonanza. That's the two that I was flying mostly, both for aerial surveillance, aerial photography. So the Piper Seminole was done for a type of aerial photography, and the Bonanza was done for actually we were going for insurance company, and for also for another real estate company. So they were taking pictures a lot from the sky, so and also taking the measurements and everything from up in the sky. I don't know, it was super cool. That's it. But welcome aboard, Pilot Guy 707. If you guys are new to the channel, please be kind to show some love and join us on Discord and subscribe to the channel. But I'm not a 737 pilot. I'm not an A320 pilot, but you guys a lot of people need to understand that, you know, when especially in our community we have B1 simulation and flight deck to sim, those kids are considered pilots because they fly those planes, and everyone else that is flying a plane but not an Airbus or Boeing pilot, they're not considered pilots. A pilot is a person that is capable of landing, taking off a plane, and being able to be behind a control and fly the aircraft safely. And that's what I do. Now, I don't fly any of those fancy, FMC, MACDs, and fly-by-wire and whatsoever, high altitude. No, but just a very simple pilot right now. Not until I get my hours. Pi guy 2707 say, okay, nice, that's cool. I'm from Europe. I got into the 737 with $200. The 1500 rule is annoying the US. I completely agree. They should make their training a little bit tougher and reduce the amount of hours. That's what they should do, you know. View. I remember the Seminole. Piper Seminole is the training. This is also the aircraft I did my commercial training. I did it on 6 spec, and then the last 2 months I did it on the brand new Seminole G1000. But I took my check ride on the 6 spec because it was much easier, I think. Sally said, I really enjoy my coffee when watching you stream. Same as learn about. Same as lean on the beach under the sun, drink and a beer. Yep. Right now, today is not really a beach day here in northern Florida, at least, but we are getting ready for the descent very soon. Leopard is right there. Look at these clouds. They all look like there's some sort of winds, probably. They go along the coast. Are we in North or South Carolina? Probably. Actually, don't know. So exactly, pipeline flying in the Cessna 172. You go. You can be a pilot and fly a Cessna 172, my friend, and you're still a pilot. Don't have people talking down to you because you're not flying an Airbus or a Boeing. Okay, you are the same pilot that the Airbus pilot is. Nothing more, nothing less. You know. No, like so now let me see. So my frames are catching up slowly. Let that happen. But let me do one thing here. You're a pilot just without a type rating. Yep. Well, I do have a high type rating for high performance. I don't have a high altitude. That's what I don't have. I don't have a high altitude, but I did get a high performance. I want to get my tail dragger. I want to get my tail dragger. Tail dragger endorsement. Could buy frames again. There you go, in the back. Okay, so we got everything else we need here. We're doing the Ormond Beach VOR. It's the transition basically for our rival Ormond 112.6, which we're gonna set to anyways 1.2.6. Was my first gig. Tons of flight jobs out there that doesn't involve iron. I agree, Stalker. I like to get my seaplane endorsement. Where do you get the seaplane? Are you in Florida? Are you based in Florida? Because I know a place where they do seaplane endorsement, which is not bad. But the thing is, with the seaplane endorsement, you have to do it at the right moment. If you do you have to do it in winter time, so that when you get out when you have your seaplane endorsement ready, you can actually seaplane is not an endorsement, but it's a new category. So right now I am AMEL, so like so it's like a multi-engine land, but then you have also the sea, so that's a different whole category over there. But once you get out of school, you get your new commercial license for the seaplane, then getting out in winter time, it comes to summertime, and the summer you can apply for these airlines that are actually running seaplanes. So really good idea there. Okay, 40 miles. The other thing is 230 radio barrel. And ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We will start our descent in a few moments here. We expect to land in about 25 minutes in Daytona Beach. The weather in Daytona is partially cloudy with winds calm. A good temperature of 27 degrees Celsius. We don't expect any delays for the arrival, so please sit back, relax, enjoy your flight into Daytona Beach. At this point, please return to your seat, fasten your seat belts, and the flight attendant will pass through the cabin for one more time before landing for a final check. Thank you for flying with Sunwing. Have a pleasant stay. There you go. I did my announcement. Now I'm real world pilot. Here we go. Oh Lord. Not many in Texas though. Yeah, Texas probably not, unless you get along the coast probably. Comrade Tatashi Pal, hello, welcome aboard. I think in real life Airbus have a soft flight by the Boeing. I was flight and 2 aircraft. I wish I could understand what you said, Combra. I did not really catch what you said. I think in real life Airbus have softed flight by the Boeing. I was flight and 2 aircraft. Okay, are you saying that it's a smoother ride on an Airbus? I agree. For a passenger, it's more comfy, I would say. I don't see difference, to be honest. I don't make difference between Airbus and Boeing. They're both magnificent planes. I know pilots who love to fly Airbus. I know pilots who love to fly Boeing. I know pilots who've been on both and they love both in the same way. They're just different. Now, I don't follow the whole rhetoric of oh, if I ain't Boeing, I'm not flying it, or I ain't flying it, or something like that, or only Airbus, team Airbus or team Boeing. I don't believe in that. I think those aircrafts are made you know, Airbus and Boeing make excellent aircraft. Yes, Boeing had some of their issues, but the previous aircraft, they were just great. So as a pilot point of view, if you guys want to give me an Antonov or an Ilyushin or a Tupolev, I'll take it. You know, as a pilot point of view, I'll take anything that can fly properly. So, and to be honest, not a very big issues. If you think about everyone talking about, oh, Russian plane, we're going to crash. Not true. There's some very solid Russian planes out there, still flying. Okay, Russian pilots are highly trained. The main issue we have with Russian pilots is sometimes they don't go against each other. So if someone makes a bad choice, a bad decision, the other pilot, if it's the first officer, will not go against his captain, for example. And that's how the society is over there. You know, they have a very high respect of whoever is above you, and that's probably, it's a problem. Okay. The other thing is the conditions, very, very rough conditions in Russia. So they're not easy. But if you tell me I'm going to fly Tupolev tomorrow, I'm all in. I'll have to brush up a little bit my Russian skills, because probably those instrumentations. But I'm good with meters because I was born in Italy, so I know what meters are. Oh. For 1,600. Okay, V deviation coming up. We have one blue tile over there, but that's are we already in Florida? No, we're not, right?
From the flight deck, we're about to begin our descent. Please return your seats and fasten your seatbelts for the remainder of the flight. It's been our pleasure to have you on board today. I hope you enjoyed the flight.
Hope you guys can hear everything. Hi guys, the combat attached by everybody is more comfortable. Yeah, okay. Power Cavazino, thank you for realism announcement, Captain. I don't know, man. You need to ask for pilot guy 0707. I bet you're flying for one airline that I know. I have a lot of friends flying for that airline. Because again, I did my school back home in Europe, so I know a lot of my friends who join few airlines down in there that I, you know. Ooh, wow, that's vStates. That is vStates. Yeah, the one famous one. That's vStates. That's weird that he's giving me this issue. vStates never gives me the issue, like this issue of the blue tile. Yet the one famous one. Yeah, I have a friend of mine. He works for Emirates though. He left the company and now he's working. He's flying 777 with the Emirates. But he's a very good friend of mine. Very good friend of mine. Remind me what GPU, CPU I have. Here we go. Okay, now the low frame rates that you see is not caused by my hardware. It's caused by, there we go, that one. That's the issue. It's caused by this weird effect that X-Plane has. Which is called the blue tile, which affects your frames heavily. You can lose more than 50% of your frames because of that. Renounced card effect. Along the coastline here, look at this. Ooh. You know, let me do this. Let me remove the. I don't need this. We already know. I'm gonna take a screenshot here. Look at that picture right there. I'll take a screenshot, that's why you see. That's I think that's intercoastal over there. We should be arriving next to Jacksonville soon. Let me double check. Oh, Jacksonville was there. We passed Jacksonville. We'll be passing home. St. Augustine is the nearest city next to me, and I live in Palm Coast here. This section here, I live. Might be able to see each other here. Look outside the window. There's too many airports, damn it. Okay, 100, okay. Means a 100 at 5. Broken, okay, it's broken, okay, overcast 1500, 26, 22. 2999. $41.42. When I get bored, I just go on Reddit. Yeah, I'll do that too. I'll go on Reddit too. Stalker Gaming been down that way years ago. Oh, were you? Yeah, that's my coastline over there. Let me see. Airports. That's St. Augustine right there. Beautiful St. Augustine. If you haven't been in St. Augustine, there we go. I'll take a picture here. That's St. Augustine Airport there. I landed in real life there at night. It's horrendous. You can't see the tree lines. You see the poppy. Follow the poppy are barely visible. And then there's a trick. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. Let me bring the volume down a little bit. The exterior one's a bit too loud a little bit. Let me know if the audio is better now, okay? Just stay like this. A tad up. Right, but anyways, what I was saying is, so there's a trick when you fly in GA, but any aircraft actually, especially in uncontrolled airports. So in the controlled airports, when you fly, you ask for, if you think that the lights of the airport are not bright, you have difficulty spotting the airport, you ask them to increase the intensity and they will do it for you, or you can decrease it if it's too bright. But for example, in for us, okay, in aviation, like when we fly into uncontrolled airports, one way, and it was maybe it's at night, there's no ATC, there's no tower, so what we do is we'll go and click the button for the mic 5 times, like this, and that will increase the once connected to the frequency. When you connect it to the tower frequency, to the frequency, you'll be able to increase the intensity of the lights, and that's something that not many people and pilots know. But yeah, we fly at night when the lights are dim of the airport. It happened to me when I was flying in a cross-country flight into New Smyrna Beach. The tower was already closed, so at that point I had to. They say, well, where the hell is the airport? And I clicked, like literally 10 miles maybe before, I clicked on the trigger 5 times like this, and whoop, we see all the lights of the airport turning on. It's like having a switch. Isn't that beautiful? Best Orlando scenery for XP11. Paul Cavazino was only won by Nimbus. It's really good though. It's not bad. We said 299.99, right? Pilot control lightning, yeah. All of uncontrolled airports have pilot control lightning. All of them. All airports actually. Every single airport have pilot control lightning. That's what they do. Alpha Bravo, you can look for your specs by, you can check my specs by even reading the couple comments before they're already there, or you can type !specs. And my joystick and yoke, okay, so I do have a CH Products yoke. I modified the knobs with the colored ones. That's the only thing I did, because they come with the gray one usually. And then I do have the Thrustmaster T1600 with the throttle, the side stick and the pedals. That's what I use. And we should be right over the airport. Let me see. Palm Coast. Oh, we just passed by city. Palm Coast. Actually, you can probably still see it. Yeah, that's where I live. I'm right over the Intercoastal right now. That's Flagler Beach. Actually, we are over Ormond Beach in a bit. Captain Bombasso coming in with a $5 bomb. Thank you so much for your donation, Captain Bombasso. Welcome aboard. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. It means a lot as usual. Every single amount counts for my medical here, so very much appreciated. Let me do this just in case. Not actually here, probably. Say flight 1 here. What? 25? What does he say? Why is 25? Hold on. Runway 7. This is all wrong. As for the other runway, that's weird. Do you guys know how to fix this issue? Is there a way to fix that? That doesn't seem right. There you go, right over Ormond. And Daytona Beach traffic, Sunwing 70 Boeing 737 to 800 right over the Ormond Beach VOR, going to the Hanover fix for the RDME approach for the ILS 7 left on Daytona Beach traffic. bit turbulent flight here. Where is he going? Where are you going? Drag required. What is he doing? This airplane is broken. Oh, hold on, hold on. Yeah, there we go. What is he doing? Oh, what was that? Go to leg next wave at the top again. Yeah, let's do that. Legs. It's not going for handoff anymore. Oh my god, he screwed up my... You son of a bitch. You did screw up my whole thing in there. FMC doing strange things here. Oh, why can't get out Hanov? Let me reload the approach. Initial. She's okay, man. What discontinuity are we talking about? Yeah, I was like, what the hell? What was that? What was all that about? If you can give me the... If you can also give me the... Go to visa, slow down rate of this... Okay, yeah, we got it. FSK Space, welcome aboard. Looks like you cleared the discount. I think I got, but there was no discount when we checked because we checked it before. But my frames are taking a huge dump right now again. I don't know why. For what not obvious reason in takings. I think it's because of the FMC out acting up probably. Because outside I'm getting very good frames. Okay, I think we are good.
flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for landing.
I dropped the gear in a second there. Should have done it later. Best condition did to me yesterday. Yeah, I noticed that, right? Actually, I don't know if I want to use this. I can never get it. I can never get this thing right. It's such a hard click spot. There you go. I don't know. Yeah, it's not doing the. It's not following the thing. So I'm supposed to follow an arc DME. I don't see an arc DME right now. So let me see. Yeah, see, it's doing some weird stuff. I'm like, where's the RDME? Okay, you should start turning though. You're dropping gear 4 miles in this weather. 4 miles for finals? Sorry, 4 miles for threshold. Is that what you do, pilot guy? Good to have a real world Boeing pilot. By the way, I have a friend of mine that is a real world Airbus pilot, which will be joining soon. Yeah, 490 miles from the runway. Yep. Okay. I was like, oh, okay. 490 miles from final approach fix or what? Also, I never checked what was the altitude elevation. So 30 feet. So I'll keep it at this. Yeah, Alpha Bravo. Oh, what was that? Why my auto throttle is not doing that?
2500.
No, my auto throttle is not responding again, I think.
1,000 to go.
To speed, placard. 250, flaps 2. That will help to descend. And my frames, goodbye. Goodbye. Ooh, E-jet style. Yeah, no, right? Daytona Beach traffic, Sunwing 70, boys 37800 on an 8 miles final, ILS 7 left, Daytona Beach traffic. Hope you have a good landing, thank you, appreciate it my friend.
1,000 to go.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Good to know, thank you.
1,000 to go.
Oh, shut up, 1,000, I know it's 1,000 to go. Just trying to get down.
$1,000 to go.
Alpha Bravo, I looked everywhere for CH product. You can find it. It's on the Org store. You can find it on the Org store. You should pause the music. The music is paused. Okay, are we over 4 leg? I think it's time for your luck. Approach mode on. Almost final, like he said. Get out.
Feet stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
Approaching 07 left.
Okay, taking over.
500. 400. 300. Approaching minimums. 200. Minimums.
You know what? I don't hear my trim wheel moving.
100.
Oh.
50. 40. 30.
What's wrong with my scenery?
10.
Something wrong with my scenery, by the way. Yeah, my nose bounced too. What's wrong with the scenery? Stupid ass scenery, fuck shit up again. Wow, a lot of problems this flight today, huh? Bye guys, 707, we'll see you in the next stream. It's not a gravel runway, it's the actual runway. Maybe Ortho went on top. I tested this flight yesterday, Alpha. I did this, not this flight, I did the land, I was doing... Love it. Thank you, XP11, for being such a bitch today with me. Yeah, some of the taxiway here are missing too. Well, I apologize everyone for explaining being a bitch again, but I was like, what is it? I have to keep extra power now on. Oh, here we go. The scenery loaded now. You fucking kidding me? I explained, you piece of shit. I knew something was not right. I was like, ah. That's why I said, why my nose bounced? Literally bounced. And because of the terrain. This is the no, this is actually Aerosoft. It's the only scenery we have for Daytona Beach. It includes also the campus Embry-Riddle, the University of Embry-Riddle there. No, it's not explain shit. It's explain being some kind of dickhead. See you next time, Flight X. IP would know. Okay. Renard Perkins, you are a funny guy. I mean, X-Play, I don't think X-Play is bad. I don't know. Hey, some of the mods over there should actually do something instead of showing it. But yeah, no, it is. You're applying for Embry-Riddle? Oh yeah, you're gonna be close to me because Embry-Riddle is 15 minutes from my house. And I go to the school, I went to the school next door. Doors. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Daytona Beach International Airport. The local time is 4 minutes before 6. See, the runway still has to load. Runway did not load. So I wonder if I try to reload let me do something before. I want to save the replay. Yeah, the flight surgeon told you? Okay. Well, how old are you, Captain Bunch? No. Okay, so now let me do, if I reload the scenery, do you think I will get the runway back? Because I'm not dealing with that crap, to be honest, right now. And we go see Daytona Beach over here. And the campus, that's Phoenix East Aviation. And the Eagle, here we go. Eagle for the Embry-Riddle campus. 2017, 18 November. Okay, cool. Turn off xEnviro first. Really? Oh, is that something? Oh, look at that. It removes the shadow xEnviro, or it makes it different? Oh yeah, it makes it different, yeah. Now let me remove xEnviro. You're right, to remove xEnviro. Reload the scenery. Let's see if that works. Damn it, Salim. I don't know right now. I don't think it's. I think it's X-Plane is good, better than P3D. Oh hell yes, but it's still like, you know, nothing is perfect, and sometimes can be very annoying. Okay, that's my opinion. That's what I think about. I have P3D too, so I just don't want to stream on P3D because if I try to stream and the sim crash, I'll be very pissed. So that's the only reason why. True simulation, see you next time. No worries, we're doing the replay, we're reloading the scenery and see what happens. This flight also continues to Orlando, but what time is it now? But I'm not gonna do that. It's too, Orlando's too close, so it's like what, like a 10-15 minutes flight probably from here, because the arrival over Ormond Beach to Orlando takes 15 minutes, I believe. It takes forever though. 23 Zulu. Got here on time. Kelvin, boy. Captain Bunch, X-Plane has environment, whereas P3D have aircraft and GSX. Yeah, even though, I mean, with the ground plugin, it's not bad. Our ground plugins are not bad. Together with SAM, pretty good. The jetways now have external power, and it's, you know, SAM is free, so better pushback is free. The other one is the Jar Design ground handling plugin. That's actually what, $19, probably $15 or $19, something like not very expensive at all. Wow, it's taking forever to load the scenery. I see. But PNDG is PNDG, yeah. Wow, that's the longest. Can't wait to switch to Vulcan though. Once I switch to Vulcan, all these problems will just poof, disappear. Gone with the winds. Gone with the wind. Some music. GSX has baggage lead animation as well. Yes, but I mean, it's good. I mean, it's great looking. It's an eye candy. The musical. Oof, it's taking forever to load. Hopefully it doesn't crash. If it does, we save the flight so we can reload the replay. I was just waiting. I'm gonna put you in replay mode here, and I'll be right back in the meantime. Right, give me a second, I'll be right back. I just need to check. There you go, it loaded. Let's see. You're good, XPX up still. You're good, XPX up. Yeah, we know. Let's see. Can I do a replay? Yes. Okay. I thought after the reload for a second that you cannot. Oh, hold on. Before we do the replay, maybe put xEnviro on. Let it reload. See, it has some freaking beautiful runway and it fucked it up. Damn it. Replay. Wonder where the clouds went. Oh, the door is open. It made you land on the gravel, I know, right? Forget about the door. Yeah, I can do that, my friend. Definitely will do that. See, this is because of the... Damn it. That was because of the gravel. That was because of the gravel. Let's try this again. Let me close the door first. Once the door is closed, let's do a replay. See you next time, Captain K. Which airline flies into that airport? That's why I couldn't even see the runway lights or anything. I was like, hold on. We're gonna be flying right over the I-95 interstate. And that's the speedway, by the way, Daytona International Speedway. The NASCAR, the Rolex 24, that's where they do it. Air France and TUI, okay. Destinations? Okay, so Lee, that's where they go. Hey, do you have a written down easy way to do manual navigation logs? Like you want to make your own navigation log? Yeah, I know how to make a few, yeah. I used to make my own, but then the flight academy where I went to, they actually provided my nav logs all the time. texture quality went down, I have to say. This is 4K, but pretty small airport, okay. There you go. In the background you can see the Daytona Beach Speedway. Get the other wing view over here. But check out the link for the destinations. Okay. What link? Oh, you cannot. Send them on. No worries. Send them to my Discord. DM me. Raphael, YouTube. Hello again. Pretty nice landing there. Got the center line. If it wasn't for the runway reloading there, that's a shame. Introduce some music. It's a bit too loud, I think. So this is what happened basically when we were flying. The runway did not load. The whole scenery did not load. So it thought we were landing. Basically, X-plane thought that there was a gravel runway, and so the nose bounced on the gravel because that's pretty common that it bounced on gravel. But no, thank you. I'll check, Matteo Frenza. Otherwise, it was a really good landing, folks. You know, got blown away a little bit, but and the trim was fucked. Yep, I couldn't move the trim. We couldn't move the trim at all. I'm pretty not too far away from the center line. Thank you, appreciate it, Salim. That's unfortunate, that thing. Damn it, gravel. Yeah. Damn it, gravel. Yeah, basically I was moving the trim wheel here and I did not get any answer. So usually it rotates, you can hear the sound. The sound of the trim wheel moving. Damn it, Jeriel. It's always Jeriel's fault. I used to come over here and spot here. Well, there's usually some what's it called? There is a little gate here. You can't. It's not like open like this. It's weird that the PAYWARE scenery like Aerosoft did not put the fence around the airport, which is something that every other developer usually does. They put the fence, Matteo Frenza, they put the fence around the airport. Hey, make sure you put your fence in there, Matteo. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in today. Very, very much appreciated, every single one of you. Apologize for the frame rate issue we had over Atlanta, which usually happens every time. So we're gonna stop flying into Atlanta for a while until we solve the problem. I want to say thank you for everyone that joined in the chat today. Captain Vouch, Matteo Frenza, the flight surgeon, which is doing a group. I think he's doing a long haul flight. So if you guys want to check it out, it's the flight surgeon. You can check the name over here. It's he just typed in chat, or maybe let me see if I can find the way to bring that chat up here. But anyways, and everyone else that joined us today in the chat, so Captain Vonch, Matteo Frenza, Alpha Bravo 1, Captain Bombazo, thank you again for your donation, Captain K, Peterkin Salim, Paul Cavazzino, see Charlie Checklist Through Simulation, Renard Perkins, and everyone else that decided to stop in today. Thank you so much again. AvioMan is out. We'll see you next time. Be safe out there. Stand up for your right, and Black Lives Matter. See ya.
When you want to get off the darkest ground, the gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, the gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off that darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers to see